What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Everspace. My name is Splattercat.
Enough fuel on board for the next jump.
Yeah, I
better find some.
will take a look around and see what we can find, although I don't have any scanners left either. And it appears as though we got some kind of disruption going on. I'm having trouble picking things up. We're a little scraped up right now. We got problems, but I almost said fantasizing. I don't know if that's the right word. But I've definitely been thinking about this game all weekend. Oh, we got somebody shooting at us right now. Okay, let's get rid of that drone real quick. We'll pick up his gel. We shot the goo out of that guy. Our life support is at 93%. Let's hope that we can fix our life support, because if we can't, oh, we can. Good. Let's get that done then. That's the bare minimum that we have to finish off. And then in addition, it looks like we've lost our inertial dampeners. So that's going to be a problem. If you don't understand what an inertial dampener does, it's basically what I talked about in the first episode. It means that our ship is now going to adhere to Newtonian physics and Newtonian inertial expectations. Essentially, we've got to deal with our ship continuing to drift now after we stop, and we've got to even that out. It's going to make movement much more difficult. It's going to make evasion much more difficult. As you can see, we're floating sideways right now, and it's going to make collisions much more likely. So who are we up against right now? Who's firing at me? Who's got words? I know somebody over here's got something to say. What is that right there? That is Scrapple. I will take it. Unfortunately, I'm having a lot of trouble firing at anything because they're not getting lit up. Yeah, I'm trying. Oh, that's an Okar fighter.
I'm getting the feel of things.
Okay. Come on. Go down. You don't want none. Alright, so we're in a little bit better shape than we were previously, but still, we're a tad rough. I got to sweep back for both the nanobots and the fuel. I'm thinking we probably want to expend a couple of nanobots getting the hull repaired. It's a bare minimum patch fix. Like, it's the best we can do. And so anyways, I don't know how much we want to fix this. Oh, look at that. There's like a little drag box thing.
Nanobots.
Okay, so we've used up our nanobots. Our sensors are impaired. Ah, that explains why I'm having so much trouble with targeting then. We're picking things up at the last possible minute. We got a cooldown mod blueprint down here. We've got a little bit of fuel, some credits that I think are going to be important because we may be riding that sweet, sweet boat across the river Styx sometime soon. I don't see anything else around the... Oh, there's more fuel over here. We got to get 25 fuel out of this map, although by the time it takes us to grab it, the Okar are probably going to be here and barking up and down us. So unfortunately, given the limited amount of time that we have available... Oh, good. The ship's looking a little bit less banged up. I don't think a jump is wise right now. I think a jump is very, very unwise. But unfortunately, there doesn't appear to be a lot around worth mining or going after. We've got mineable ore right here. That's not quite what I desire. Okay, well, 13 ore right there. And seeing as we're dealing with pretty major issues as far as sensors are concerned, picking up fuel might be difficult because I can't see the stones from a long way off that we're going to get the fuel out of. We did get 18 fuel, which I think will limit the amount of damage we take. It looks like there's something over on this side, so maybe we'll have a look at that too. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's an outlaw turret. Okay, that's funsies. Yeah, let's deal with that problem sooner rather than later. He dropped scrap. Luckily our shield stayed up, so not too much to worry about right there. Ah, I'm having trouble with depth perception right now. Let's go ahead and get inside. Ah. Also having a lot of trouble with targeting, which is going to be quite an issue. There it is. There's the shot that I was looking for. Okay, so he's down. I was hoping to pull some fuel or something useful out of these little bitches over here. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm doing my best, though.
These things are so annoying.
I was going to say, I don't know where the other one's at either. There it is. Okay, so with the sensors down, it looks like we have somebody coming after us right now. Outlaws, as it were. Okay, that's fine because I actually need to leach more fuel out of these things, so I'm okay with scrapping with them for a little bit if I have to. Do we have loot dropped over here anywhere? We've got a mineable crystal. Once again, not exactly the resource that I want, but it'll have to do for now. I'd prefer to keep my cover. Not really trying to get shot down right now. This thing is, we are a little bit up shit creek. There we go. And then we got one drone left. Come on. Get down. Okay, so we've got fuel. Not enough for the next jump, but we still got fuel. I am really concerned about the OCR showing up. Got a crystal mine over there. Good God, we got problems. This sensor disruption is a major issue for us. Alright, so we got something over here.
I don't need oxygen, you know.
What?
Your life support system is still damaged.
I'm on it.
Is it? That's unfortunate. What is that? An energy core extension. What does this do? Increases your energy core's capacity instead of an energized boost. Yeah, I'll swap that. That sounds good. We'll salvage that as well. And then let me jump in. I doubt we're going to have the stuff required in order to get the life support system upgraded. We need another nanobot. So unfortunately, that is what it is. I don't know what to say right now. We could be on our way out. We've done better than I expected on this map, but we just have not gleaned the things I need to glean in order to make my life easier. Let me see if maybe I can get some missiles locked in. For light missiles, we got enough to do at least a couple of those, which I would recommend. We kind of wasted a few back there. When I panic, I tend to fire a lot of missiles at things. Fire the missiles! And all of that sort of stuff. But with our sensors knocked out... apparently I was hoping the jump damage scaled to the amount of fuel that you were short by, and it did not. So we learned a new thing right there, and as long as you learn a new thing, it's okay. We made it 6 sectors in, which is not bad. We made 4,000 credits, which is a new record. In fact, just about everything about that run was a new record for us, and so I will take it, if nothing else. Let's jump into our perks and see what we can handle here. We've got an extra device right there. We go extra consumables, energy regeneration. You know, I'm still a big fan. What is that? Primary weapon slots? That'd probably be smart, too. Sensor range would be a smart one that I think I'd be down for. Hull hit points might be a good place to dump some extra cash, though, today, too. So that puts us at 2,600. It only gives us 15 hull points each time we upgrade that. What does this do? The amount of hull points that are repaired by 1 nanobot. Okay, that's not bad. Extends the fuel tank, increasing the maximum number of jumps. That does seem smart as well. Let's see. I'm going to go with fuel capacity. Oh, it's going to take a bunch of upgrades right there to get that done. Okay. All right. Our max velocity would also be pretty sexy. I'd like to go faster because sometimes I feel like I can't disengage with my enemies when I want to disengage. Shield capacity, we've dumped all kinds of points into. Shield shutdown. Maybe a little bit of speed. Boost speed will go up right there. 1,500 would be nice. And I don't think we can afford anything else. The sector scanner would be good too. And then let's launch out for another mission. Yes, indeed. There's nothing that I can spend the cash on. I like this game a lot. This game has had me crazy addicted the last couple days. And so, looks like we've jumped into a reasonably peaceful system. Let's have a bit of a look around, though. There's always some nice things hidden out in these asteroid fields. It looks like we've got some kind of wreck or salvage over here. Unless that's a functioning station. Well, the lights are on. That's usually a pretty good sign for stations like these. There's some freebie ore sitting over here. Oh, but he's grabbing it. I wonder if that thing, it's like a perma miner, essentially. It just sits here and spits out ore for a little bit. Because it looks like that's what happened, and then the drone came over and picked it up. We got an outlaw scout deep on this side. It looks like they're fighting, but this is a good opportunity for us to grab some salvage. Especially since they appear to be a little bit outnumbered. I don't want to get in too close, though. Alright, so as soon as the pulse lasers are ready to go, I don't want to shoot anything. There we go. I'm going to be very, very careful about my shot placement here because I do not want to piss off GMB. Pissing off GMB is not something I wish to focus on right now. Let's go help out with their firefight over here. This guy's near the fringes. I'm going to go after him. Let's see if I... There we go. Let's get those scanners on board. He's trying to open up on us. Why he would ever do such a foul, loathsome thing, I'm not really sure. Probably because he's just the bad guy. There it is. Let's take his wallet real fast before anybody else gets the bright idea to take it. God, the inertial dampeners are so useful. You don't realize how good they are until you don't have them anymore. And then once you don't have them anymore, you're like, oh my god, I just feel so stuck right now. I feel like I'm just running into things. I can't maneuver or anything. Is this a pirate base? This is a pirate base. Let's juke like so. God, I love the maneuverability of this craft, though. It's one of my favorite things about all this. The craft maneuverability is just insane as long as the dampeners are up. Like, you can really do some cool stuff with them. We got compounds down at the bottom. I'm going to see if maybe I could take control of those. And that's the top half of the lid that I shot open. I am going to look around. What is this? So it was a fuel tank. He's got a drone override. That allows me to steal their drones, right? This drone will automatically go after incoming missiles. Let's go ahead and salvage, I guess. I love the exploration mechanic in this game, too. Like, it's really, really cool. How I was talking to a friend of mine about this game the other day, and he's, like, into X3, and he's into, like, Eve and stuff like that. He's into Elite. And I was like, yeah, you should check it out. It kind of takes the overall experience of a space game and condenses it. And so, like, yeah, you can mine a little bit if you want on each map. And basically it just jumps you into random maps over and over and over again where at a moment's notice you can essentially do all the things that you can do in other space games just with all the busy work cut out from in between. It's meant to be the full experience, but very, very rapid fire and thrown out there very quickly for the player. It's great for impatient people like me who don't want to spend 2 hours space trucking in between locations, you know? And so I like the game quite a bit. I like the way the fighter controls and everything too. It reminds me of Freelancer. And I think I'm more of a fan of like arcadey shooting when it comes to space type stuff. I've never been a big sim guy. And so this game really does scratch a lot of the itches for me when it comes down to a pleasurable space dogfighting simulator experience. This is a pretty big salvage yard over here. Let's have a look at her and see what she's got for us. Got a couple of enemies coming in. Oh, they are the Okar. Okay, so they're a little bit scarier. Wasn't planning on going up against Okar right now, but I suppose if we gotta, we gotta. If we gotta, we gotta. My initial intent is just to stay away from them. Like, I don't know if they beef with the GMB or not, but if they fight with the GMB, I would prefer that. But it looks like as long as we don't bother them, I bet they won't bother us. Let's hit this place with a sector scan and see what resources are available, because there's got to be something good out here. So we've got tech containers over on this side. It looks like there's a gas pocket to be exploited as well. And it looks like the Okar are onto us. Ah, cut it a little bit too close. So it's a couple of fighters. Yeah. Give me a little bit of something to play with here. So there's an Okar fighter down. Shields are attempting to hold as best they can. He's at the kill range of my missiles, so I'm going to go ahead and just take him. And then for this fighter over here, let's see if maybe I can't get a couple nice thumps in on him. We're a little bit low on energy. He's close enough. Down he goes. We only took a little bit of hull damage. But that means we are going to have to deal with more Okar reinforcements very, very soon. So, rather than waste time flapping gums, let's go ahead and haul ass. And we do need gases, so let's go ahead and exploit those. So that's a gas miner right there. I don't think you're going to get a whole lot out of it.
More flotsam. Or jetsam.
We've got a beam laser over on this side. Now, my experience with the beam laser has not been entirely positive. It does do more balanced damage, and since we don't play around with weapon types very often, I will swap it out just for interest's sake, just to make things a little bit more interesting. We got gas over there, and then on this side, we've got a few more containers. Those are not GMB flagged, so I'm going to go after those two before we leave. There you go. Give me a little bit of speed. Give me something here. We've got nanobots. Always a good pickup. Never something that I will turn down. We've got a container over on this side. It's amazing how you don't notice stuff. I think we may want to increase our scanner range with all of our next money so that we can see some of these things. So we flew right by here and got almost nothing out of it. Got another one over here. That one's got a power cell. Okay. One new item can be crafted from the power cells that we just picked up. And this thing looks like very, very fertile territory for exploitation. So let's jump on this real fast. We'll be a bit of a vulture right now. I'll take that. I will take that. Nothing inside the tech container. That leaves us with a GMB container on that side. It appears as though there's some form of firefight happening, though. It remains to be seen whether or not that'll be a smart idea to get after it. I'm going to monitor for threats while we mine. That's right. You ever mined with a minigun before? I promise you, it's pretty fun. You should probably do it sometime. Got an outlaw scout down here. I'm going to get on him. Oh, it locks on. Oh, that's what makes it good. Okay, so you got to get closer, but it locks on to the enemy that's trying to kill you so that you don't have to aim perfectly. Ah, so I figured there'd be some kind of balance in there somewhere. We haven't picked up any fuel, which has got me a little bit bummed out. I would like to murder somebody and take their fuel if I can. Ah, so it functions like a beam turret then. I like that a lot. That's actually pretty sweet. Oof, I like the way the explosions give you a little bit of a bump too, like if something...
Better value by weight.
I like how if an explosion goes off near you, it's kind of like a depth charge. There's actually a shock wave that functions around that, which is kind of cool. Although in a vacuum, I don't know if a shock wave would function. I don't think it would because the transfer of the wave is through a fluid. And so you would need like oxygen or something around you in order for the shockwave to function properly, unless the bomb itself carries its own aerosol detonation so that it provides the material for the shockwave. A lot of interesting things to think about right there, though, with space-related combat. Sometimes I wonder how much world governments have contemplated space combat and like how much they've put into it, just in case we decide to like colonize something in space, because you know it's got to change up a little bit. I didn't really check over here. Let's have a look. Oh, this is another gas miner over here. Okay. Hopefully they aren't too upset about the fact that I jacked their shit, but I'm sure there's plenty of it. Definitely thinking next time around I'm going to focus wholeheartedly on my scanning capabilities. Being able to see what's inside each zone and exploit it is looking like it's going to be very, very important. We're on the 4th episode right now, and I'm still having to use scan probes every single time I go into a zone if I want to get any loot whatsoever. Let's stick to one path. I don't want to cross over like that. I feel weird about it. I feel like it's precarious and it's going to get me murdered. Time flies when I play this game, though. Like, I don't really know how to talk about it other than that. Like, when I play this game, it's like time disappears. We've got mineable ore. We've got all kinds of good stuff over here. Yup. Cross over a little bit and give it to him. Oh, he shot down my missile. Talented little bastard. See? These guys out here just hawk-eyeing all my missiles. I do like this gun, though. It saves me trouble of having to, like, swap in between things. What's that? More ore? Okay. Not really tripping about it that much. Crystals are very, very rare and very useful, so I will fan the flames of excitement a little bit over here. There we go. 11 crystals will help us out just in case we got to fabricate anything later on. I'd be willing to say there's probably something good over here somewhere. Well, there's more crystals at the bare minimum, so I'll take those. I can't wait to see how this game develops, though. Like, I really sincerely can't, because the alpha is really, really solid. And so if they keep pumping out just random content updates and events and things like that to make the game more diverse and make every single encounter more random, god damn, they're going to have a winner on their hands. A winner, winner, chicken dinner, because this game is a lot of fun. Some ore over there. What is that, a GMB freighter? Give me a little bit of speed. Looks like a trade post of some kind. What do they have available? Bunch of random stuff. Sir, you appear to have a rather large hole in your hull. He's like, yeah, it's all good. I put LEDs on it. Nobody cares as long as you put LEDs on it. So are these cargo containers? What are these right here? How many turrets does he have, I wonder? So if I could start by shooting the turrets, that's what I prefer to do. But I need fuel. I'm not trying to, like, run out of fuel anytime soon. I don't see anything that looks like guns out here, and it doesn't look like he's got any backup. Okay, so he's got missile turrets. I'm gonna do my best to steal some fuel if I can. Oh no. But the fuel's gotten lodged. Oh, he's got a turret over there. Okay. Not anymore. Ain't turret 1 over there. It looks like Piracy has its rewards. We are still being fired upon by... Oh shit, I thought that one's gonna hit the outside. Okay. Alright. Alright. Guess I'll play it a little safer from now on. Oh, can't get me. Nope. Swooping up out of the way. Got some fuel on this side too. It seems a shame to go to all that effort to pirate and then not utilize all the resources that are right in front of us. Blow those tanks. Got anything for me? Six fuel right there, so I guess they're operating a little empty right now. What is that right there? Like, what is that field? I wonder what that does. Are there more tanks around here anywhere? I will absolutely salvage your shit. What else they got for me? Well, that wasn't so bad. You just got to know what to expect when you go... Oh, shitballs. Okay, you just got to know what to expect when you go up against them. Be ready for, like, all the random things that jump into the system and start messing with you. I think there's a container over here, too. Yeah, trying to hide it up underneath, see? In here, pack ratting. There wasn't even, like, anything in there. Ooh, we got a derelict over here, too. Yes, please. I am all about that derelict scavenging life. Now, the boxes tend to be inside these. Like, if you can float down and through like so. There they are. I'm getting better at it. You just got to give me time. I'm a slow learner, but once I pick it up for good. Sometimes, maybe. Saw the red lights over there. I thought maybe they were sending some more shit after me. Some crates inside of here. Let's go ahead and swoop down and around and see what we can pull off. We got a Gatling 2, which is way better than the Gatling 1 that we have. And so that is all around more solid, although it looks like it becomes more of like a machine gun, like a like stubber type gun as it upgrades. We'll try it out right now and we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, the bullets get bigger. Okay, cool. I'm sure by the final version it's just like But if you connect though, it's probably game over for somebody. Make sure I didn't miss anything back in the wreckage because I turned. Oops, I fired a missile on accident. My mouth's kind of sensitive. Be rocking those Corsair peripherals. I really do. Corsair, when Corsair first started making peripherals, I was like, Corsair's making peripherals, huh? I had a hard time suspending, I guess, my disbelief, but they actually do a pretty good job. Their keyboards and their mice are pretty fantastic. We're out of time for the day. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here for the next episode of Everspace, where you and I float around in space and just talk about jack shit nothing. I will see you all in tomorrow's episode. Thanks for stopping by. Bye, everybody. Hi-do.